Hey, Mike.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm guessing you're pretty happy. I'm good. I'm guessing you're pretty happy right now.
I'm very happy. You know, it's very rare for me at NXT when we do something big or live that I don't walk away happy from it. Is this a work in progress? Are there things that I want to do better? Absolutely. I want to be my own worst critic, and I want to analyze this, and I want to make it better every single time. But I'm really happy.
Okay. So my question is, the show is formatted to pretty much be all action. No promos really on the show other than the videos. Very little on the vignettes. Talk a little bit about the decision to put action first and let the personality stand out in the ring foremost, as opposed to giving someone like Cameron Grimes a chance to do a promo to establish who he is. Talk a little bit about the decision to not have promos and a lot of mic work on the show tonight.
So I think we'll approach things differently at all times, but I do think we did spend, if you go back and you broke this apart into that first USA hour and you broke that apart, there's a lot of character development that actually happened within those segments. It has to be quick and it's got to be hits. You don't have a whole segment to have somebody go out there and cut a promo and build a character in that manner. For me, Cameron Grimes, I could have had him go out there and talk. I think I built more intrigue in him tonight with what we did, and now I am interested to hear more about him. I think, though, when we get into the 2 hours, there's going to be those opportunities. To build storylines, you have to do that stuff. You have to give me information, not just in the ring and not just physical, but how do you get to those matches? How do you build those characters and those character arcs and those storyline arcs to get to where the matches themselves mean the most they can mean? You have to do that stuff, but the way that you do it, you constantly just have to me, my opinion is you constantly have to be giving me fresh, new something. Information, something. I gotta learn something new. I feel like that people's short attention span theater is if it's the same thing they've seen. If you're giving me a new piece of information, if you're giving it to me in a different way, if it's a new look, if it's something more, I'm intrigued by that and I want to stay and watch it. So those are things we'll work on as we move forward. Tonight was clearly a particular type of show for a particular reason. Going forward, there'll all be particular types of shows for particular reasons. They'll just be different.
All right. Well, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
We'll hear next from Jason Powell with ProWrestling.net. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Paul.
Hey, Jason.
How different would the second hour have looked, had been booked, had it actually aired on USA Network, and if you had competition running against you? Did you kind of take a little bit of a lighter approach with some of that, but featuring some of the more, I guess everyone's developmental to a point, but it did seem like you had some talent on there that maybe wouldn't make the cut other weeks, or am I mistaken?
No, look, to your point of the developmental, I believe in this business you're developmental till the day you stop getting in the ring. You learn every single time you're in there. The day that you stop learning about what's next in this business and what's coming up and what's new and stop growing, you should stop because you're done. So everyone is developmental. As far as the people in the show, yeah, look, how would it have been different? Well, one, it would have had commercial breaks. Two, we would have had to go right to the exact moment of going off the air. We went off the air early as our network, and we could tweak some things around and change some things. Would that hour have been different? Yes. Would it have been massively different? No. Here's the thing: you have 2 hours. Not everything in there can be, pouring gas on a fire. You have to have moments and times. It's a funny thing in the world when people watch a Game of Thrones or something like that. There have to be some episodes or at least some moments within those shows where they're building to something bigger. If everything is just a massive explosion, then it's all the same. It doesn't mean anything. So you have to have that ebb and flow, and you have to have that stuff. I want to debut new characters. I want to get new performers out there. I want to give opportunity to people, one, that are returning or that they haven't seen in a while, or two, that they've never seen, and give it to them in that manner. But to do that, you have to do things differently, shake things up, and you have to have those moments where, you know, you're going to rely on fans to go like, hey, this is somebody new, but you know what? I want to give them a shot, right? I'm not gonna to leave because I've never seen this person before. I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna not leave because I'm interested in finding out more about them, because we've done a good enough job before you see them the first time of building some hype around it that you're interested in it. And that's really what I want to do, is just keep people interested.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll hear next from Connor Casey with comicbook.com. Please go ahead.
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Honor, thanks so much for doing this. Appreciate it. I think a lot of fans are really surprised to see Leo Rush back in the fold tonight. Was his return something that was planned out ahead of time, or was this a fairly recent development?
No, it's something we've been talking about for a while, but look, this whole thing of NXT on USA, while we've been talking about doing it for a year and a half, 2 years, then when it finally happens, it's a recent development. Because until it actually happens, you know, it hasn't happened. So until we knew what was going on, there was a bit of a lag there, and you know, I'm just really excited. Leo Rush, he's just a phenomenal, energetic, and money performer to me, and I'm thrilled that we can put him in this show and have him showcase what he does. He was spectacular tonight. He and Oni both tore it up, and you know, that's what this is about.
We'll hear next from Nick Houseman with Wrestling Incorporated. Please go ahead.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Paul. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So Ciampa released this video earlier today, a very cool video, where it looked like he was ready to get back into action. What's the latest with Ciampa? Has he been cleared to return?
He is getting very close. You know, when you come down to the end, unfortunately, I've been through a lot of these. When you come down to the end, there's this point in time where you are just chomping at the bit. You're ready to go. You feel like you can move the world, and yet the doctors are still like, just give it a bit more, like just take it slow. That last couple of percent to getting to 100% is the most frustrating part for an athlete, because you feel like you're ready to take on the world and you just can't quite yet. And he's ready. He's as close as, you know, he can get. But when they give him the green light, he is the racehorse right now, stomping and pushing against that gate. And when that doctor tells him go, he's going to come flying out of there.
Cool. Hey, Paul, thanks so much. Congratulations on a great show tonight.
Thank you very much.
And we'll hear next from Kelly Wells with PWTorch.com. Please go ahead.
Hi, Kelly.
Paul, thanks for the show. How are you doing? Thanks for a show full of surprise tonight.
Thank you very much.
So, using the Raw and the Manhattan Center an example, other live shows have originally emanated from the same arena week after week, but is NXT unique in that the decision to stay at Full Sail for the foreseeable future allows talents to remain grounded at the Performance Center? And what role did the crowd play, given that we know that this crowd will react positively not only to the existing talent, but the addition of the cruiserweights?
So I think that the decision to stay here was there was many thoughts and different components that went into it, business-wise, our partnership here. But for me, also too, when we say we are NXT, that's a part of it. This crowd that's here, a lot of them have been coming to this since day one, and they come to the shows and they support the shows around Florida, and they're a part of this. And we have people travel in from all over the place, kind of, and come to Florida on their vacations or whatever, and part of what they do while they're here, they're looking for an NXT event to go to, and that's a really cool thing, and they've been such an integral part of that. When I say we are NXT, I mean them.